Ladies and gents, Andy TV, here with some more Twilight Princess. Last episode, we defeated Zant, and we found out that Ganondorf was just using Zant to help him return to the world of light. Yep, you took the words right out of my mouth, Midna. So yep, guess now we know the true nature of that barrier over Hyrule Castle. Indeed we do. Indeed we do. He's in Hyrule Castle. I'm sure of it. Princess Zelda is in grave danger. We must return to the world of light and hurry to the castle. Yep, we will be doing just that, but first, we need to do, well, not need to, but there's one more thing I want to do before we head over to Hyrule Castle. So, yep, but before we do that, let's get one last look at the Palace of Twilight. Oh, it looks so good. So good. But, we're gonna need to return to Hyrule. So, let's do just that. Now, the thing I want to do, actually, it's in the Gerudo Desert. What I want to do, actually, is, finish up the Cave of Ordeals a second time, and also a third time, but that's going to be off screen. But, yeah, finish it up a second time, and then, yeah. The reason why I'm going to be doing it a third time off screen is because I want 4 bottles of Fairy's Tears. Kind of a stupid thing, if you ask me. The only reason someone would do that is for bragging rights, but still, 4 bottles of Fairy's Tears. It's pretty cool. And there's a car going outside. But yep, I'm pretty prepared here, I guess. So you know what? Let's just go right on ahead. I don't think I'm gonna run out of supplies or anything, so... Well, this is post commentary. At least this part of the video is. So yeah, I know my limits here. And let's head on in. This is gonna be fun. Very fun. Okay, so this part is gonna be sped up just like before. And the Cave of Ordeals, if you go through it the second time or any other time after your first time going through it, then it's gonna be a little bit harder. There's gonna be more enemies in each room. And yeah. Like, for example, the very last room with enemies in it, instead of having 3 dark nuts, it has 4. So yeah, that's just an example. But yeah, this place, I'm not too worried. So yeah, I mean, I'm just going to be doing the same strategy, use the magic armor to keep myself at full hearts for as long as I possibly can, just so I can use the Great Spin. And using the double claw shot is probably like my best friend in this entire dungeon besides the magic armor. Dungeon, battle dungeon, whatever. Because the claw shot, you can use it as many times as you want, unlike arrows. Otherwise I would use arrows. But that's a limited resource. Especially in the Cave of Ordeals, where you can't get refills on those. Actually, you could get refills on arrows, because the Boblin archers, the arrows they shoot, you can collect them if they're near you. But yeah, and the Boblin archers are, again, some of the most annoying enemies in this place, because they can snipe you from a distance without you even knowing, blah blah blah. And the Great Fairy's like, oh, you made it this far, I'm very impressed. But I am going to show her dialogue at least once here, just because. Look at all that money. Like I said, the Cave of Ordeals is a great place to grind for money if you don't use the magic armor, just because that's all enemies ever drop. So yeah, money is a good thing. Money is a very good thing. And let's just head on in. You could use bomb arrows to destroy these things' bubbles, but saving resources. Which is funny because I didn't do that in my 3rd run of this place. Oh well. And like before, I use the jump strike like every chance I get whenever I enter a new room, just because there is the off chance it could actually help. And this room has all of these Boblins. Yep. Boblins, right? Yeah, Boblins. Okay. But one thing that I would like to say about the Cave of Ordeals is I don't think it's that hard, actually. I think the Savage Labyrinth of Wind Waker is actually harder, but that's because it's not just a plain room with enemies. The Savage Labyrinth has rooms with traps in them Like, there's one room later on in the Savage Labyrinth with laser things in the wall that shoot you. So yeah, that's a thing. Oh, I remember this room. Yep, this room, I was actually lucky enough to get some rare chew jelly, as you can see right here. Rare chew jelly. It's like Fairy's Tears, except different color. But yeah, let's go back to speeding it up, because that's a thing. And I'll talk about chew jelly, why not? I do show off 2 locations where you can get rare chew jelly later on in this video, but there's something I want to mention that's not well known, actually. In the Wii version of Twilight Princess, actually, you can get green chew jelly. You have to do a little bit of messing around, having to get the right chews in the right spot, but you can get green chew jelly. I don't think it does anything, but in the beta version of this game, there was supposed to be a magic meter, so yeah, that's a thing. But it's not in the final version, and most likely the green chew jelly would refill the magic meter. So yeah. And let's just screw these things, get the hearts. And oh, look at all that money. Those mini stall things, skeleton knight things, those are also pains because there's so many of them, and one of them can poke you and make you lose your great spin. So I do my best to make sure I have my magic armor on at that point. But yeah, Cave of Ordeals, if you know what you're up against, it really isn't that hard compared to the Savage Labyrinth. Because Savage Labyrinth, like I said, there are rooms with booby traps and whatnot later on, which make it a lot more of a pain to go through, but whatever. And we're actually kind of almost done here. Jeez, what else am I supposed to talk about? Because I pretty much talked about everything I wanted to in the first run of the Cave of Ordeals. I mean, I went over my strategy and whatnot. Oh well. There's always something to talk about, right? Now, one thing my friend Matt suggested for my third run of the Cave of Ordeals was to use the Ordon shield and the Ordon sword. Luckily, I'm not an idiot, so I didn't do that. I do want to do that one day, though, just for the challenge of it. And let's show off the Great Fairy dialogue, because why not? Yep, it is impressive that you've made blah blah blah. Yeah. She says the same thing, so... meh. Don't know why I even bothered to show it off. Probably just a transition between these 2 tracks I have playing. Because that's a thing. Now, this room, easy. Now, one thing I do want to talk about, which I found out in my third, well, I didn't find out about it, but I've known about it. When I was going through my third run of the Cave of Ordeals, actually, you know the second to last room with enemies, the one with the 2 Aralphos and the Dark Nut? Well, one thing that happened is I was in the room with the final Great Fairy art, I guess, the very final room where you get the Fairy's Tears, but I didn't talk to the Great Fairy. What I did was I went back to the 49th floor with the 4 Dark Nuts. The 4 Dark Nuts weren't there, but the enemies in the 48th floor, they respawned, which means the 2 Aralphos respawned, and they flew into the 49th floor, and I fought them again, which was interesting. I knew about that happening, but I've never had that happen to me yet, until I went through the Cave of Ordeals a third time. But yeah, it was very interesting. Very, very interesting. And boom. Kind of weird that you can't change clothes as a wolf, but then again it makes sense because Wolf Link isn't wearing any clothes, so can't really change, but whatever. I still find it kind of weird that Link's clothes transform with him when he transforms into a wolf. Whatever. It's a game. I do my best not to question game logic. Doesn't always work out though, because I do end up questioning it quite a bit. Oh, I haven't even lost any hearts yet. Well, I have lost hearts, it's just... yeah. I refilled. Because there are rooms in this place, like, there's 2 or 3 rooms with dig spots, one with 3 hearts, one with 1 heart, and there's probably some others that I don't know about, but yeah. Okay, these 2 Dark Nuts. Dark Nuts, they're supposed to be like some of the more challenging enemies in the game, but really all you need to do is just target them one at a time, and you're pretty much set. I mean, you probably will get hit on occasion, because there's so many Dark Nuts, but still, targeting them one at a time is the best strategy to take them out, by far. By far. And let's get my Silver Rupee. Which, I still don't know how I found it out, because I don't know. I just found it out, somehow. And this room is the most time-consuming one, in my opinion. If you decide to play it smart, and take these enemies out one at a time, because... You have to move around them, wait for them to swing their axe thing to get behind, and wait for them to explode so you have room. No, I think in this game, the Armos Knights are the only enemies that explode and can hurt you when they explode. I think. Not quite sure on that. Oh well. Okay, you're dead, and now... you're dead. And we're in the very last portion of this place, so yeah, that's quite exciting. Which means you don't get to see me go through it a 3rd time. I was considering showing that off, but no, not really worth it. Not really worth it in my opinion. And again, those Boblin archers. And come on. I think it's really funny just watching this sped up. I don't know, that's just me, but whatever. Oh, and the bomblings. Only times I ever use bomblings. Because no one would ever think to use them. But they can one-shot those Lizalfos, or Dinophos, or Super Lizalfos, or whatever. Oh, I actually got hit by a Reed Dead Knight there. Usually they're pretty easy to take on in the Cave Ordeals, just because, I don't know, it sort of seems like, because Ball and Chain. Ball and Chain, best thing to use. Oh, this room. This is the worst room in the Cave Ordeals by far, because there's the Chilphos, the Freezards, and the mini ghost rats that can hinder your movement. It's really stupid. And yeah, I pretty much always use the magic armor in this room, just because it's so much more convenient than taking like a bajillion hearts worth of damage just because you're frozen. At least that's how I see it. Oh, this is the 46th floor. I don't know how I know this, like, I don't know. I just remember stuff like that. Yeah, this is the room with the 2 Aeralphos. They can actually fly down to the floor below, which is weird, because they respawn and stuff. And like, again in this room, like with the room with the 3 Dark Nuts, or anything, it's really a good idea to target them one at a time. And what you saw there was me using my blue potion. When I went through the 3rd time, I did not use any healing items. So yeah. And I was only limited to the 1 healing item, because I'm trying to save my Fairy's Tears, so... yeah. Thought that was weird. Oh well. And... come on Dark Nut. You're the very last thing in this room, which is the 2nd to last room with enemies. I can do this. Yep, you're dead. And 4 Dark Nuts. One's hiding right underneath you. So you can take this one out before you take out the others, but chances are they're all going to come after you at some point, just because the game is a jerk like that. It's simple as that. The game is going to be like, nah, let's have these other 3 Dark Nuts follow you. But if you do take my advice and take them on one at a time, you should be all set. Right, also, after you complete the Cave of Ordeals your first time, any subsequent visit after that, you're gonna get a little surprise in the very last floor, just the floor after this. But I'll show you once I take care of these last 2 Dark Nuts. I mean, we're almost there at that point, so yeah, that's a thing. Come on, you just need to die. Only 5 hearts left, jeez. Oh well. And you're dead. Let's show off that surprise. Yep, the postman is here. I think you're lost. It's got to be around here somewhere. Yeah, I don't know how he got here, but he's down here. And let's go get my next bottle of Fairy's Tears from Little Miss Fanservice. It is impressive that you have made text scroll this slow. Your trust in your skills is your greatest asset. Thank you. In praise of your courage, I will give you this blessing. 3rd bottle of Fairy's Tears, and you will not see me get my 4th one, but video editing is a thing. So, yep. See you guys in a bit, cause that. Live commentary time.
And thanks to the power of editing, you did not get to see me go through it a 3rd time. And actually, my 3rd run was it was better than my 2nd run. I did not have to use a healing item throughout the entire thing. I only had to empty my bottle at the very end, so I can make room for this! I have 4 bottles of Fairy's Tears. Yeah. No. Hold up, I can navigate menus. Was this an unnecessary thing to do? Yeah, but who cares? I proved that I could do it, and yeah. But with that done, that's pretty much it for preparations. I'm pretty much set on items, because, yeah. So, now, all we need to do is just head over to Hyrule Castle. So let's do that. Is it almost nighttime? No, it is nighttime. I meant daytime. Okay. Actually, you know what? Before I head over to Hyrule Castle, I will show you the location of one rare chew that I know of. Just because I know it's there. I mean, I know the location of 3 of them. There's one in the Ordon Ranch, there's one on the Death Mountain Trail, and there's one in Snow Peak. The one in Snow Peak, it's hard to find. The one in Death Mountain Trail, that's easy to find. I'll show you, I guess. Why not? Now, with rare chews, they only spawn once, so if you kill them and you don't get the rare chew jelly, you're pretty much shit out of luck. So let's head over to the Ordon Ranch. That's okay, it's this way. Hold up, I know my way through. It's over here. I know my way through this game. Yeah, I went the wrong way, but I need Epona here. Actually, I don't think I've ever used the horse call, and if I have, then I have bad memory. Because I need to jump over this fence. Okay, Epona. Let's just ride you. And you know what? I could also show off talking to Epona as just Wolf Link. It's nothing important, but it is a neat little... Really, I want to go through the fence. Okay, let's try this again. Need to get myself enough room. Can I not go through? Oh, the ranch is closed. Whatever. There is a dig spot inside the shed thing with the goats. And that's where the chew is. The one... Excuse me, Midna. The one in Death Mountain Trail is actually pretty easy to find. First, let's talk to you, Epona. Even though you changed shape, I still understand you. Link, hurry up and return to your true self. Yep, you can talk to Epona. Or Epona. I'm still gonna say Epona because I was raised that way. And then the rare chew in Death Mountain, that's easy to find, like I said. You just need to know where to look. Why am I showing you this? I have no idea. Just to show you where it is, if you ever want to get one. I mean, you could conceivably get 4 bottles of rare chew jelly, but that's boring. Oh, there's a Zora here. Cool. Okay. So you have to go to where the Howling Stone is. If you remember where that is. The Howling Stone is actually not that far off from here. And then I believe it's let me get the double claw shots. I believe it's over here. Yep, rare chew right there. I'm not gonna kill it though, so yeah. Just in case, for whatever reason, if I ever come back to this game and I want to get its jelly, I'll leave it there. My reasoning for doing that is pretty stupid, whatever. Back to Castletown. Okay, Castletown. I'm still proud of the fact that this is my second time having 4 bottles full of Great Fairy's Tears. Because last time I did that was in the run-through. But yep. Our journey's almost over. So, Hyrule Castle we go. And it's nighttime. Okay. Cool. Okay, Castletown. No one is here. Okay. Everyone is dead asleep. And Hyrule Castle is up here, up to the north. Yeah, I'm glad it was nighttime, because I'm pretty sure everyone in Castletown would have freaked out seeing what the true power of diffuse shadow is like. But yep, let's just go through these doors, and then go through these doors up here. And let's enter Hyrule Castle. Well, welcome to Hyrule Castle. And welcome to the final dungeon of the game. It's a shame though, because I'm gonna have to hold that off until next time. But look at that view. Well, our goal is up there. But, like I said, that is for next time. So, see you guys next time for some more Twilight Princess. Next episode, we're gonna go through the final dungeon, and I have 777 for rupee count. Yay! That counts for being lucky, right? Yeah, whatever. Later.